As a rule, the creative way of many pop singers begins in their youth. However, the guest of our today's program says that she went on stage when she was in her mother's womb. Of course, it's a joke, but the fact that she absorbed her mother's musical talent is a truth. When the girl turned 1, she tried to sing melodies of songs which she had heard. When she was 6, her mother told her to go to a music studio of Pavlodar Schoolchildren Palace. At that time, nobody could imagine that this girl, Zhanar Dugalova, would be the youngest singer performing a duet with Kazakhstan's pop diva Roza Rymbayeva.
Мне было 10 лет тогда. Это, конечно, одно из самых волшебных, наверное.
I was 10 years old then. I think it's one of the most magical recollections in my life. I remember it so well, as if it happened only yesterday. It really acted as a great incentive for me as a singer, because I don't think that everybody has an opportunity to perform a duet with Rosa Kuanishevna, especially a child. Yes, even now, when I sink into apathy, it is one of the recollections which warms me and makes me stronger.
Минуты какой-то апатии, наверное, это одно из воспоминаний, которое меня согревает и дает мне силы.
We should emphasize that Zhanar Dugalova became the only 14-year-old Grand Prix winner of the Zhas Kanat national contest. According to the rules, teenagers are not allowed to participate in contests of such level. However, Zhanar managed to break these rules. Moreover, the award panel members and the contest audience called her Kazakhstan's Mariah Carey. It is beyond doubt that it is a great achievement for a young singer. Zhas Kanat is really a contest which provides many performers with an incentive, as it happened to me. I'm grateful to this contest and grateful to its heads, because despite the fact that I was only 14, they let me participate in it. Of course, I didn't expect that I would take first place, because my participation in this contest was a considerable achievement for me, my mother and my whole family. After Zhas Kanat, people recognized me and I realized that I was talented and would be able to find my place in this occupation.
Уже точно поняла, наверное, что я способна, сумею найти себя в этой профессии.
Zhanar Dugalova decided to enhance her confidence by studying at Pavlodar's Music College. However, after studying there for a year, she realized that in her heart there was place only for one city, which was Almaty. So a year later, she transferred to Almaty's branch of the college.
Я всегда мечтала жить в Алмате, меня всегда навлекла своей культурой, своей.
I always dreamt of living in Almaty. Its culture and creative aura have always attracted me, and every holiday my sister and I went to our relatives living in Almaty. Almaty was the city of miracles for us. I still feel that there's something miraculous in Almaty. I don't even know how to explain it. So the year I spent studying in Almaty gave me a lot. First, I met many good people and made a lot of loyal friends who are still with me.
Тот год, который я проучилась в Алмате, он мне многое дал. Во-первых, я познакомилась с замечательными людьми. Я приобрела очень верных друзей, которые по сей день со мной.
However, Zhanar didn't stop at what she had achieved. Her purposefulness and healthy ambitions told her that she had to continue developing. So she gave up everything again, but this time it was in Almaty and moved to Moscow, the city where new stars appear on musical Olympus every day.
Я не знаю, как я решила. Просто я в один прекрасный день встала и поняла, что я хочу учиться в Москве. Я решила поехать туда.
I don't know how I made this decision. On one wonderful day, I simply woke up and realized that I wanted to study in Moscow. I decided to go there. First, I told my parents that I wanted and what I dreamt about. I'm very grateful to them. My parents are very good, and my parents never restricted me, never set any limits.
Они всегда говорили, если ты чувствуешь, что это твое, если ты знаешь, что ты можешь, значит, иди и делай. Вот, поэтому они меня всегда поддерживали и в этот раз тоже поддержали. Мы с мамой поехали туда поступать. Это был уже октябрь, ну, конец сентября, и курс был уже сформирован. Вот. Но
They
я
always
почему-то
told
ни
me
секунды
that
не
if I felt
сомневалась,
that I
что
wanted something, if I knew that I could do it, I should go and do it. So they always
всё
supported
получится. Так и
me,
произошло.
and that time they
Меня
supported me
послушали, взяли
too.
уже
My mother and I went there to enter university. It was at the end of October. The students had already entered the university, however, I didn't doubt that I would enter and be successful.
Я полюбила этот город.
It really happened so. They listened to me, accepted me, and joined other students. I did it this way. I fell in love with that city. All my thoughts, my attitude to life were formed in Moscow. I'm grateful to my Moscow friends, of course to my teachers, and the time I spent there.
И своим друзьям московским, и своим педагогам, конечно. Вообще, это
Studying at a music studio, then studying in Almaty, then in Moscow, participation in various musical events, winning the Jazz Kanat contest formed the basis for a great future. It enabled her to become a person, above all a creative person. Perhaps due to these facts, famous producer Bagim Muhyiddinova noticed Janar.
Это произошло тоже интересно, потому что у меня в руке был чемодан и билет в кармане. Я собиралась уезжать в Павлодар к маме на юбилей.
It was also interesting because I was holding a suitcase and there was a ticket in my pocket. I was going to Pavlodar where my mother was going to celebrate her anniversary. First, Bagim Muhyiddinova listened to me. It was an audition. Well, it hadn't been planned as an audition, but one person had given her advice to listen to me. I came to that place with a suitcase because I had no time to go home, so I was ready for my journey. On listening to me, Bagim Maksatovna asked me to wait, return the ticket and postpone my journey for a day. I said that I couldn't do it. Then she told me to wait a little till Bayan Isintayeva came to listen to me. She phoned Bayan Maksatovna, she arrived, listened to me and offered to stay and work with them. Then it was a duet, I agreed. However, I told them that I would consider their offer. I went to Pavlodar and thought about it when I was on train. On the way back I thought about it too. Finally, I decided to take that chance.
На тот момент это был дуэт. Вот, ну, я согласилась. Нет, я сказала, я подумаю. Я уехала в Павлодар, подумала в поезде, я помню. И на обратном пути тоже думала. Ну, в конце концов, решила, что, наверное, это шанс.
In the producing center, the young singer immediately started working in two projects. In the first one, she sang as a solo singer, Janar Dugalova. In the second project, she was a member of Keshu group. It rarely happens in music industry that one person performs in various guises. According to Janar, she is a lone person, and in the beginning she had some problems with the second project.
Я говорю, я это не скрываю. Я такой человек, что мне очень быстро люди не то чтобы надоедают, но как вам сказать, я всегда хочу познавать.
I don't conceal the fact that I'm such a person that I very quickly, well, I can't say that I quickly get tired of people. Well, I just always want to study something, I strive for some discovery. It refers to music, other kinds of art, or just people around me. I don't know why it happens this way, but I don't think that I'm the only person who has such a character. Of course, it doesn't mean that I just want to break off the relationship with people who I've spent some time with. No, sometimes I even get tired of my parents and friends. I'm such a person that sometimes I need to be alone, think, and as a result I long for communication.
Просто как-то вот, скажем так, проголодаться по общению. Поначалу мне удавалось это очень сложно, честно говоря. Это, наверное, и мои коллеги замечали, девочки по группе.
Telling the truth, in the beginning it was very difficult for me. I think my colleagues, girls from the group and others noticed it as well. I had never sung in a group before and I felt uncomfortable. However, later I got used to it. You just need some time to get used to new things in your life. In this case, it really happened so, and now I feel comfortable and have good relationships with others. In general, we've never had bad relationships with each other in our group. I'm saying about my feelings. Now everything's okay both in the group and with other people.
Все абсолютно комфортно, отношения хорошие. В принципе, отношений плохих у нас в группе не было. Это вот я про свои какие-то чувства, про свои ощущения рассказываю. Вот. Сейчас все хорошо и внутри, и вне.
It doesn't seem to be difficult for Shanar to combine two different projects. However, it's better to ask her about it.
Какая здесь может быть сложность? Это же все я пою. Это как бы не те же песни, но это песни, да, это тоже творчество. Конечно, репертуаром отличаются.
What can be difficult about it? I sing everything. The songs aren't the same. These are songs which are also art. Of course, repertoires are different. Well, when I sing solo, I prefer slow and lyrical songs. As a solo singer, I like some melancholy. As for the group, we mainly sing dynamic and dance songs, which our young people like.
В основном динамичные песни, понятные больше нашей молодежи, наверное, танцевальные какие-то вещи. Сейчас мне нравится и то, и другое. Да. Это я говорю, действительно, положа руку на сердце, мне нравится и в группе, и сольно. Потому что, например, когда ты поешь...
Now I link the both kinds. I tell you the truth. I like singing in the group and solo. When you're singing solo, you need backing dancers, you dance on stage. Mainly it happens this way. As for the group, we have our staging and 3 of us can dance. There are some advantages in both cases. I try to notice only advantages.
Поэтому плюсы есть и там, и там. Я стараюсь видеть плюсы.
Shanar says that her whole life is creativity. Even when she has free time, she mainly dedicates it to creative work.
Я пишу стихи, я пишу песни. Я не знаю, вне творчества, мне кажется, я живу так, постоянно в творчестве. Мне на самом деле очень тяжело дается все, что связано с бытом.
I write poetry and lyrics. I don't know how to live without creativity. I think that my whole life is filled with creativity. In fact, it's very difficult for me to deal with everyday life. I'm not used to it. When I didn't have a car, I always walked wearing earphones because I didn't want to hear noise and weird movements around me and the bustling world. I never liked it. I don't like it now either. As for my usual life, I'm often like fish out of water. I feel comfortable and calm when I'm engaged in music. When I'm writing lyrics, poetry, when I'm singing, I feel that it's the place where I belong. I am what I am. Unfortunately, in my ordinary life, it happens very rarely. So when I'm not on stage, I write, compose and read. I read quite a lot and I like reading. I watch good films and meet friends who are also creative people.
Когда я сочиняю песни, когда я сочиняю стихи, когда я пою, вот я чувствую, что вот я там, где нужно. Что вот я такая, какая я есть. Вот. А в обычной жизни это происходит крайне редко, к сожалению. Ну, поэтому вне сцены, да, я занимаюсь тем, что я пишу, сочиняю, читаю. Я достаточно много читаю, люблю это делать. Смотрю хорошие фильмы. Вот. Ну и встречаюсь с друзьями, конечно, которые тоже творческие люди. Ну вот я пришла позаниматься танцами. Я очень люблю танцевать. Хочу представить вам...
I've come to dance. I like dancing very much. I want to introduce Andrei Hvan and Wake Up Team to you. I recommend them to everyone. You should take care of yourself. If you aren't very young, you can't just rely on nature. You need to do exercises at least once a week, and I go to Andrei to do it. In general, Andrei and I are Michael Jackson's fans.
Нужно заниматься хотя бы 1 раз в неделю, поэтому я постоянно хожу к Андрею заниматься. Вот.
1 раз это мало.
Да. Мы вообще поклонники Майкла Джексона вместе с Андреем.
Устала?
Да.
Жанарка, почитай мне стихи.
Андрей, что прям...
Are you tired? Yes.
Время есть.
Janara, read me some poetry.
Ай, ну Андрей, много
Right
моих
now,
стихов
Andrei?
слышал. Что сейчас?
Why not? We have time.
Что-нибудь смешное.
Andrei has heard a lot of my
Да,
poems,
что-нибудь
something which is not
несложное.
difficult. The poem I wrote yesterday, I just met a guy. I don't know how it will develop. In connection with it, a short poem was born.
Просто я познакомилась с одним парнем. Ну так, с одним. Ну просто, пока еще не знаю, что получится из этого. И в связи с этим родился маленький стишок. Наши фразы и взгляды кратки, чтоб сбежать и румянец скрыть. Как же эти минуты сладкие, как счастливой теперь не быть. Не искала иных волнений, я любила о прошлом сны. О, как странно, наиграла. Вы мне нужны, как Татьяне ее Евгения. Не хочу я страстей безумных, и в объятия к вам не спешу. Мне б часы разговоров умных, а потом я сама решу. Написать ли письмо вам тоже, поспешить ли его послать, или здороваться с вами строже, когда буду вас вновь встречать.
After spending a day with Janar, we were convinced that this person was born to sing, perform on stage and write poetry and music. Janar Dugalova is modest and tactful in her life, but bright and bold in her creative work. Her schedule is busy. Soon her fans will be able to appreciate new works by the young singer.
Может быть, получится кое-какой дуэт с очень хорошим, достойным певцом. Ну, это куда холоса. Вот. Точно, конечно, не могу сказать.
Maybe I'll perform a duet with a very good, decent singer with God's help. I can't say exactly yet. I can add that I'm preparing for playing a role. Again, I don't know if I succeed, if I'm giving this part. Nevertheless, I'm enjoying preparing for it. It's a part of a legendary person, a real legend of our music. I won't reveal all the secrets. Well, I tell you again that I'm not sure about it. Even if I don't succeed, I'm happy that I had an opportunity to dig into it and study life of this person. It is very interesting.
Не буду раскрывать все секреты. Но опять же говорю, что это еще не точно. Но даже если не пройду, я счастлива, что мне предоставилась такая возможность хоть как-то покопаться в этом, поизучать этого человека. Это очень интересно.